Alright, we're working on the 1993 Yamaha Riva 125 custom bodywork. Got this in a trade-in. Been putzing around a little bit with it. It starts but won't rev. It just idles and then it dies. And then you can't start it anymore. So, that screams carburetor. So I took the carburetor off. I cleaned it up. Cleaned up pretty good. Got the carburetor here. But here is the disappointing fact about this carburetor. I cannot find one online anywhere. So if anybody knows where I can get one of these carburetors, that would be greatly appreciative. The tower that holds the float in the float bowl is broken. Although I think the float works okay with it that way, it's still broken. The other thing is the electric choke is broken, and they put a screw right here to hold the whole assembly in that hole there. The choke is the black part here, and they glued it. If you look at it, it's a little cockeye. So I don't think the choke is working right. I have no way to test it. So that's an issue. I'd like to replace the whole thing, but cannot find one. So, I bought one that kind of sort of looks the same. Don't you agree? Kind of looks right to me. Yeah, let's buy that one. 20 bucks. Sold. Electric choke. Yeah, baby. Right? Wah. Does not fit. Everything's on the wrong side. The throttle mechanism is on the other side of the motorcycle. All the lines and all the fuel lines go this way. This is how it goes in there, but it's wrong. The carb goes this way. Air flows that into the side. So, bummer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it fit. For 20 bucks, I ain't going to return it. I'm going to jam it in there and see what happens. I'll let you go. Have a good day. Yeah. Some people want to see what I actually do. This is the original carburetor. This is too big for the old one. So I'm going to put tape around the new one till I get that diameter. I have my chronometer all set to go here. So I'm going to just tape this up until it's the same size and jam it in the hole, put gas to it, see what happens. Alright, old carburetor on the right, new carburetor on the left. You can see the throttle mechanism is on the right, on the old one, and on the new one, it's on the left. Everything on these two are reversed. The input to the engine, bigger diameter. So, I'm expecting poor performance, but maybe it'll run. So, I took and I measured up that right there, and then I took tape and made it the same here. So, I'm going to jam it on there, see what happens. Be right back. Okay, I shoved the carburetor up in there. I have not hooked up the electrical for the choke because this is a vacuum air tube. It's the wrong kind of plug. So, I'm going to leave it. I have the fuel line going to the fuel, but this vacuum line, I'm not sure is vacuum. It comes down to this thing here, which I think it wants vacuum. So I think I'm not going to have any fuel flow because of no vacuum. Let's see what happens. Turn the key on. Okay, residual gas in the system, I think. Have a fuel filter here. I am not getting any gas. So that's a problem. Let me, I am going to take my messy ass garage and clean this thing up so I can find my tools. You see it? Do you see the vacuum pump? Yeah. Alright. I'm going to grab the old vacuum pump. Jam that sucker on there. Get some fuel flowing. I'll be right back. I'm going to just get some gas and carb. Stand by. Alright. So this is what I did. I took my handheld vacuum pump, went into a splitter here that feeds the fuel valve from the fuel tank, which will feed the fuel line, and the key goes over to the carburetor. Get that out of the way. Carburetor has this little diaphragm on it for some purpose. I don't know why, but it had the vacuum line on it from the factory with a T, so I'm thinking it needs vacuum. Well, the carburetor doesn't give you a vacuum port, or I haven't figured it out yet. So I just put a handheld vacuum pump on here, and I give her a squeeze. She drains down in a few seconds. But that means gasoline is now flowing into the filter. You can see it in there, I think. Okay, but no throttle cable. Throttle on the other side. So, let's start this bad boy up. I got the fuel, I got gas, I got air. Let's do it. Turn it on, squeeze the handle. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Idling. Oh, I keep turning the throttle like, come on, vroom, vroom, vroom. Not doing it. Let's give this a tweak. Oh, look at that crap. I'm going to modify my throttle cable, baby. Okay, cool. That does work. So, got this on eBay. Not really tight squat. I'll show my. Anyways, so, look at that. Oh, see what I just did? Oh, come on! Now, this thing should die once it warms up. The choke is on. It's getting moggy. Alright, I gotta come up with a new plan. I'll let you know when I figure out. Thanks.